Hello and welcome to your news and features electronic magazine that centers on the different facets of motoring. Now in its 34th year, this is Motoring Today. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa, and here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the released guidelines for the resumption of motorcycle taxi operations. Our road safety reminder on the Yonge Street Smarts portion centers on who has the right of way when there is no stop line on the main road. This week's Bayong Super shall be about the importance of respecting pedestrians. The public service segment centers on the gradual closure of EDSA U-turn slots. Showcase this week shall have the van from Maxus, the V80 Comfort.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
The Mitsubishi Mirage.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Welcome back to Motoring Today, and here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management.
Easy Trip Corporation is making it easier for motorists to get RFIDs for use at the NLEX, Cavitex, SCTEX, HarborLink, Calax, tollways under the Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation. Easy Trip has launched what it calls the Online RFID Reservation and Appointment System, or ORAS. ORAS can be accessed via easytrip.ph or using mobile phones to scan EasyTrip QR code found in the NLEX, Cavitex, Calax FB pages, Twitter, Instagram, and website, and accomplishing easy-to-follow instructions. Initially by appointment only, RFID installation are being implemented at the following locations: Cavitex Parañaque Plaza northbound, Cavitex Parañaque Plaza southbound, C5 Southlink westbound, Calax Greenfield Mamplasan, Shell Pamplona, Alabang Zapote Road, Las Piñas City, Shell Panapaan, Bacoor, Cavite, in front of Pure Gold Bacoor, Shell Real 2, Aguinaldo Highway, Imos, Cavite, near Maynilad, Welcome to Imos Arch, NLEX Drive and Dine, Canumay West, Valenzuela City. Easy Trip also announced that RFID installation will continue beyond December 1 for infrequent tollway travelers. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, or MMDA, has resumed operations to clear roads and sidewalks of obstructions. This is being done in cooperation with local government units of Metro Manila, which has sought the help of the MMDA to reclaim public roads and clear all areas of all kinds of obstructions that restrict the free flow of vehicles and pedestrians. Priority for intensified clearing operations will be given to Mabuhay lanes and other roads that have been identified as alternative routes for motorists who want to avoid using EDSA. The resumption of clearing operation is also being undertaken in line with Department of Interior and Local Government Memorandum Circular 2020-145, giving LGUs 60 days from November 16 to January 15, 2021 to comply with the presidential directive to clear roads of illegal structures and obstructions. The MMDA assured the public that teams conducting clearing operations will be required to wear face masks and face shields and to practice physical distancing and other safety protocols. More modern public utility vehicles are going to be plying routes in 3 regions of the country. The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board announced that transport cooperatives in Region 1, 4, and 8 have acquired dozens of modern PUVs for use to ferry passengers in respective routes. The LTFRB said that in Region 1, the new consolidated Ilocos Transport Cooperative has acquired 23 modern PUVs under the Government Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. 5 of these PUVs have been formally launched and will be plying the Lawag City to Pauay via Batak route in Region 4. The Silang Transport Service Development Cooperative, STSDC, have acquired 23 modern Class 2 PUVs to ply the Silang Zapote route. In Region 8, 7 modern public utility buses were formally launched to ply the Tacloban-Ormoc route, while 3 PUBs were launched for the Tacloban-Naval route.
And those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. The guidelines for the resumption of motorcycle taxi services are out. Are these enough to make motorcycle taxis reasonably safe against becoming a vector for the spread of COVID-19? Will commuters accept some of the provisions that seem inconvenient? Motoring Forum discusses the motorcycle taxi guidelines.
We should be seeing more motorcycle taxis back on the road ferrying passengers to and from. The IATF has issued Resolution 80, allowing the resumption of the motorcycle taxi pilot study that authorized motorcycle taxi riders under ride-hailing app providers, Angkas, Joyride, and Move It, back on the streets to service commuters. The Department of Transportation and National Task Force have issued guidelines for the resumption of motorcycle taxi services. In the main, the guidelines are aimed to making motorcycle taxi services safe as possible in preventing the spread of COVID-19 and to help with contact tracing, just in case a rider or passenger later tests positive for COVID-19 infection. There are guidelines for compliance by motorcycle taxi rider and passenger. Among the more significant guidelines are: motorcycle taxi rider must be accredited with Angkas, Joyride, or Move It. Wear protector gear, jacket or long sleeve shirt, shoes, long pants. Wear reflectorized vest with motorcycle taxi branding, as well as proper IDs. Wear personal helmets with full face visor down and face masks. Use motorcycles that have no modified parts, components, and accessories. Always have NTF-approved barrier between rider and passenger. Sanitize their hands and those of passengers before getting on motorcycles. Disinfect helmets, riding apparel, shields or barriers after each rider. Only accept passengers using ride-hailing apps and paying online. Comply with directives for COVID-19 testing. And don't go over 60 kilometers per hour. Passengers of motorcycle taxis must use protective clothing like jacket, long sleeve shirt, shoes. Use own helmet with full face visor and mask, with visor down at all times during the ride. Fill out health declaration form via DOTR approved motorcycle taxi apps before booking a ride. Clean and disinfect helmet, riding apparel. Disinfect hands before getting on motorcycle. And pay ride through online apps. There are also guidelines for motorcycle taxi app providers, Angkas, Joyride, and Move It. They must ensure all rider partners and passengers are properly identified through the ride-hailing apps to ensure accurate contact tracing. Ensure data security of private information gathered from passengers. Ensure rider partners strictly comply with health protocols and other guidelines, including regular COVID-19 testing. The guidelines seem a lot tedious and restrictive and may cause some inconvenience, but health authorities and the IATF believe strict compliance is vital to ensure motorcycle taxis don't become a vector for contagion.
It is taking longer than commuters would like, but the resumption of motorcycle taxi operations seems inevitable. Those who like the convenience motorcycle taxis provide may overlook some inconvenience to use them. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Live Extra.
With the new Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today, and in line with our lifelong commitment to promote road safety, here is this week's road safety tip in cooperation with Toyota Motor Philippines.
If you're on the main road at kung nasa stopline ka na, bigyang daan ang mga sasakyang galing sa lane na walang stopline. As seen on the animation, the blue car has the right of way. Keep this in mind to avoid meeting accidents on the road.
Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. From Mitsubishi Motors Philippines, here is Payong Chuper this week.
Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan. Ako po si Ka Jojo Martin, isang kapwa nyo, Chuper. Bigyang prioridad ang mga pedestrian.
Matutong magbigay daan sa mga tumatawid na pedestrian, lalo na sa mga bata at matatanda. Tumigil sandali at huwag magmadali. Maging mapagpasensya upang makaiwas na rin sa disgrasya. Siguraduhin na buo ang iyong atensyon sa pagmamaneho at sa lahat ng nasa paligid mo.
Bukod sa iyong mga pasahero, huwag ring kalimutang irespeto ang mga tao sa labas ng sasakyan. Ito po si Ka Jojo Martin. Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan. Mula sa isang kapwa nyo, Chuper.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
The Mitsubishi Mirage.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Let's now take a look at what's happening in the local auto industry.
The Society of Philippine Motoring Journalists, or SPMJ, went around online to pay virtual visit to automakers and distributors and acknowledge and recognize their good work to help out communities. This is in lieu of the usual awards night for winners of the annual Driven to Serve Awards held by the SPMJ to recognize outstanding corporate social responsibility or CSR projects of the local automotive industry in the field of community development, protection of the environment, education, and road safety. The winners of the 4th Driven to Serve Awards were to be awarded and feted back at the end of March. This was after the judging day held earlier on February 11. But the awarding was overtaken by the community quarantine protocols enforced as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. A total of 16 CSR projects from 9 auto manufacturers and distributors were evaluated for the 4th iteration of the awards. The CSR projects were from Ford, Honda, Hyundai, Isuzu, Maxus, Nissan, Suzuki, Toyota, and Volkswagen. SPMJ officers held individual online ceremonies to present the trophies to winners of the 4th Driven to Serve Awards. These included Hyundai Philippines, which won 2 Platinum Awards for its rainwater harvesting facility system expansion, and the Hyundai Dream Center Philippines, and a Gold Award for the Alagang Breast Friend Project. Toyota Motor Philippines, which won 2 Gold Awards for the TMP Foundation Vegetable Project and the Start Your Impossible National Coastal Cleanup and Mangrove Planting Day Project, and a Silver Award for the TMP Foundation Breast Cancer Awareness Project. Ford Philippines, which won Gold Awards for its Driving Skills for Life project and the Ford Automotive Technician Scholarship Program, and a Silver Award for Building Health Communities Project. Volkswagen Philippines, which won a Silver Award for its Volkswagen Child Safety Initiative campaign. Honda Cars Philippines, which won a Gold Award for its Forest for Life Movement project, and a Silver Award for its Teen Smart Road Safety for Teens project. Isuzu Philippines, which won a Gold Award for the JZGMSAT Automotive Servicing Partnership Initiative. Suzuki Philippines, which won a Silver Award for its Suzuki Safety Scouts project. Nissan Philippines, which won a Bronze Award for its partnership with Habitat for Humanity for Volunteer House Painting Project. And Maxus Philippines, which won a Bronze Award for its Maxus V80 Flex Ambulance donation to Hospital ng Tondo initiative. The judges for the 4th Driven to Serve Awards are Attorney Romulo Kimbo Jr., Senior VP for Communications and Stakeholders Management of NLEX Corporation, Sergio Ortiz Luis Jr., Honorary Chairman and Treasurer of Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Linus Canamon, National Sales Manager of Clorox International Philippines Incorporated, Charmaine Canillas, General Manager of Petron Foundation, Belen Fernando, President and Board Director of Magna Anima Teachers College Incorporated, and Catherine Cabrillos, Manager of First Philippine Holdings Corporation. October saw 533 happy owners going home with a brand new Montero. That's how many Montero Sports units were sold in October, a 232% increase over September sales, according to Mitsubishi Motors Philippines Corporation. The strong October performance of the Montero Sport shows it remains to be a much sought-after model in the Mitsubishi lineup, said Mutsuhiro Oshikiri, MMPC President and CEO. The Montero Sport's popularity with Filipinos is undeniable as it continues to provide genuine all-road performance while being stylishly modern, he added. He attributed the surge in October sales to the Montero Sport's reputation of being a reliable and convenient partner in the Filipinos' everyday lives and the long list of advanced features and amenities that come with the latest model. If you own a Honda, here's an easy way to earn 5,000 pesos worth of gift certificates. Just refer a friend who plans to buy a BRV or all-new City to a Honda dealership. And if a sale is consummated, then you've got your 5,000. Honda said the referral program is part of its 30th anniversary celebration. We would like to express our gratitude to our dear customers for their continuous patronage to the Honda brand throughout the years through the BRV and All New Cities referral program. We hope to be of service to them for many more years to come, said Masahiko Nakamura, HCPI president. The referral program promo is available until December 31, 2020.
Motoring Today now brings you our Car of the Week on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. Looking for a passenger van to use as a shuttle service and something that could also double as a family van, especially for a relatively large family? Perhaps the 13-seater Maxus V80 will do.
The Maxus V80 Comfort is a passenger van that is looking to find more room in a market saturated with affordable people movers. At 4,950 millimeters long, 1,998 millimeters wide, and 2,132 millimeters tall, with a 3,100 millimeter wheelbase, the Maxus V80 is among the wider and taller passenger vans in the market. The Maxus V80 doesn't hurt the eyes with its boxy exterior and short bonnet. It presents itself as a rather modern-looking people mover with distinctive louvered grille, set between large halogen headlights and large power-adjustable side view mirrors. Wide rear dual doors swing out. The V80 sits relatively high above the ground on 16-inch alloy wheels, but wide rear sliding door and electric-powered retractable stepboard make for easy ingress into the spacious cabin that comes with fabric-upholstered seats for 13 passengers, including driver. The driver's seat adjusts 8 ways, while all 10 individual seats in the rear reclines for added comfort. The sitting arrangement is also configured to allow for easy access to all seats. The V80 also features central door locking, power windows on the front doors, sliding windows in the rear, as well as front and rear air conditioning. The instrument cluster is placed in the center of the dashboard above the audio system that comes with radio tuner, aux-in, USB and Bluetooth, and plays through 4 speakers. The V80 is powered by a 2.5-liter, 4-cylinder, 16-valve turbocharged diesel engine with common rail direct injection system. Mounted transversely, the engine can generate 136 PS at 3,800 revolutions per minute and 330 Newton meters of torque from 1,800 to 2,600 RPM. The engine drives the front wheels via 6-speed manual transmission. The V80 comes with a suspension system that features front McPherson struts and independent parallel leaf springs in the rear. The V80 is also equipped with anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, rear parking sensors, and immobilizer. Also adding to safety are dual airbags, 3-point seat belts for driver and 2 front seat passengers, and 2-point seat belts for those in the rear seats.
Maxus Philippines has just announced that buyers can avail themselves of a low down payment promo for the 1.57 million Maxus V80 Comfort. Check it out. That's our featured vehicle on this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance, included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential guarantees auto insurance program. 100% worry-free driving.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
We now have our segment that dwells on the wide array of motoring problems not only in the metro, but all over the country as well. This is where we present problems referred to us or we ourselves see and hope to fully find solutions for. Here's our public service segment brought to you by Honda Cars Philippines.
The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, or MMDA, continues with the gradual closure of U-turn slots on EDSA, and there seems to be no stopping them along with other transport agencies. The MMDA started this move back in September, and even then, the agency has received flack for doing so. Continuing with the plan, the MMDA has now closed a total of 6 U-turn slots on EDSA this month, and motorists still continue to oppose this. As we have already mentioned before, motorists and netizens said that this isn't a well-thought-out move and an added burden both for drivers and especially commuters. MMDA Chairman Danny Lim, however, said that the agency is in constant coordination with the Department of Transportation, the Department of Public Works and Highways, and the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, in exploring ways to facilitate the faster movement of both commuters and private motorists along EDSA. He added that the government's goal of providing safe, reliable, and efficient travel for commuters along the country's main thoroughfare will further continue in coordination with concerned agencies. Is this move really prioritizing the masses who ride on EDSA busway buses, but passing the burden to other public and private motorists?
And that's our public service segment from Honda Cars Philippines. And should you yourself encounter motoring problems that need immediate attention, please feel free to contact us. See the details being flashed on your screen. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to check us out on our social media accounts.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 34th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. Stay healthy and be vigilant at all times. On behalf of Butch Gamboa, our dad, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!